Demolition in Surfside, the rescue efforts. They had been put on pause as crews worked to secure the site ahead of this demolition.
And Local 10 reporter Rosh Lowe, he's been on the ground there, was there as the second part of this tower came down. He's live in Surfside with that part of our team coverage. Rosh.
It was around 10:30 this evening when this planned demolition took place. I want to get right to the pictures of the Champlain Towers South being demolished here in this planned detonation. And let me tell you the thought process that went into this. You heard from Miami-Dade's mayor throughout the last couple of days. They really wanted to make sure that the remaining portion of the Champlain Towers South was down. They were concerned about the tropical storm, but they were also concerned because first responders did not have access to certain areas of that building. What is so important for these first responders and for county officials is that all the families here, that they get closure one way or another. We know that the latest numbers are 121 people missing, 24 people confirmed dead. What the hope here is from first responders is that they will now be able to get in there and to access portions of the building. So there are two debris sites. There is the initial collapse, and then there is the debris site of this planned demolition. The streets were actually quite crowded here at 10:30, but the decision was made. They wanted to do this as quick as possible, as fast as possible. The window was given to 3 a.m., but it happened at 10:30. Now you also have to think about here the emotional toll this is taking on all the families that had loved ones inside of this building. And as I mentioned the last hour, we spent the last week speaking to those families who were holding on to hope. And there was a moment here where I saw one of the families that I actually interviewed earlier in the week, and it was emotional. They were standing there and they were looking at a building where their loved ones once called home. And in a matter of moments, all of a sudden, that building vanished. Now, for some family members, their hopes will vanish with that building. But Miami-Dade's mayor is constantly saying here, hold on to hope. This is still a search and rescue operation. Now, as you looked at all this video of this building coming down, let's get to some live pictures now of the building and of the emptiness. Debbie Wasserman Schultz mentioned this today in her news conference. She said, you know, this is a tragic day. There will be many families who have emptiness in their hearts tonight, thinking about their loved ones. So many people, 24 dead, 121 people missing. And as we look at the pictures and we look at the emptiness, our thoughts and our prayers have to be with all of these families this evening as they have been taken step by step with first responders, with this community here who've had them in their hearts. And tonight's going to be a very difficult night for them. But it's also important to note that there is hope. At least Miami-Dade's mayor said that when it is deemed to be safe, that first responders will go into that rubble and try to bring you closure. We're live tonight in Surfside. Rosh Lowe, Local 10 News.